Joining us in studio for our spiritual wellness is Skip Archimedes. He is going to teach us how to learn to live a strong, radiant body and to take our lives to the highest possible levels. Skip is a UK top health and lifestyle NLP practitioner, certified, get this, hypnotherapist. And timeline therapy, right? But he's going to speak to us a bit more about the kind of work that he does. Landed 3 days ago in South Africa. Good morning, Skip.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
Good, and you?
Very good, very good.
It's your first time in the country, right?
It certainly is,
and how are you finding the beautiful land of South Africa?
Well, I haven't seen the land. I literally stepped off the plane, went straight into a ballroom where we've been having anything from sort of 600 to 800 people that we've been giving these teachings away to. So we've been having them in the morning and then the afternoon. So I've only ever seen the hotel at the moment in the ballroom. That's it. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, thank you so much. At least it's beautiful.
And the people are even more beautiful.
Of course. So Skip, first of all, tell us about your story. As we were speaking off air as well, you mentioned that the Brian who you were with this morning said that you are a miracle man. Why are you dubbed the miracle man?
Well, it came from Asia. So we ran our events on Asia, and what I've been running these events for 15 years, but off-grid. No website, no URL, no one even knew who the hell Skip Archimedes was here in South Africa until about 2 weeks ago. So I would work with celebrities, movie stars, world champion athletes, world famous CEOs, transform the heads of those companies. They would then take these teachings with me to their audiences, and we would transform their organizations. And we were running an event in Bali recently where people come for 5 days, and I take them through a 5-day journey, and everyone is guaranteed to leave looking and feeling 5 to 10 years younger, in a body that has literally, most people lose about 5 kgs of weight in 5 days, and we track everything in the body. So we've got this technology that reads every single frequency, it reads every part of the body, nutrients in the blood, if there's too much activity going on somewhere, if there's not enough activity going on somewhere, it does the biological age, it does the auric field. So we read people before and after, and in 5 days, we're showing results that would happen in like 10 years. It's unbelievable, because we've got to understand this, that when we get down to the most fundamental essence of what all life is, what's making your heart beat, what's gifting you 50,000 new cells every 3 seconds, there's an intelligence out there beyond the body and beyond the mind, and we call it our spirit. But how many people are truly tuning in to that super high level of intelligence and bringing that wisdom into their reality? Most people aren't getting close to it. And it's not because they're bad people, they just haven't been taught how.
Skip Archimedes, who is a transformational coach, I suppose, then life coach, body coach, all of it coach?
All of it.
All of it.
We do it all. We coach like celebrities, world famous CEOs, world champion athletes, everything in life. It's to help people to take their life from where they're playing at up to the next level and beyond, so that they can start to create a life by design instead of running, unfortunately, default programs that are now tripping them up in life.
And Skip, this is all by the way a person thinks, right? You are training people also on how to think more positively, I guess.
Well, the studies are out. So I'm just about to launch a 5-part documentary where I've got 25 of our planet's top gurus in it, and there are studies done around the world, and they did a study. 90% of people's thoughts in the world, do you think they're positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. You very quickly said that. No, negative. So what's happened? What we absorb is what we become. So we have to be so careful of what we absorb. Even if we fall asleep and we got some drama thing on TV, that's going to get inside of us. If we're watching drama on TV, if we're getting swallowed up in drama, guess what? That becomes us. And we're way beyond the mind. We're way beyond our personality. That's why we've got to understand that we're a body, we're a mind, and we're a spirit. And only when I learned those 3 things could I start to affect those 3 things. Otherwise, I'd still be in a room in the UK in a machine, being a victim in life. When I learned how to focus the mind, when I learned how to open up to this spiritual connection, now what does this spiritual connection do? It allows us to access the energy, the intelligence that creates worlds in our universe. It's allowing your heart to beat. It allows your lungs to breathe when you're asleep. You're not even thinking about your heart beating. You don't think about breathing, but we do it all naturally. So when we access that intelligence and we can bring that into our life, that can override the fears and the doubts, because everything that's in our mind comes from the past.
Sure. So why do you think that it's effective, the work that you do? Why is it effective? And I'm supposing you've seen great change in people.
Oh, because it gives people freedom. You know, as I say it's like a movie star who I'm coaching. They might go and win an award, feel great when they're on stage, but then they come off stage, half an hour later, they get some news, they get a text, they get a message, bam, now they're back in hell. Whereas if we don't learn how to be in control of this intelligence, life can be up and down, up and down, up and down. You're up one minute, you're down the next. But what happened if, okay, let me ask you a question. Do children have more energy than most adults?
Yes.
Do children move their bodies more than most adults?
Absolutely.
Do children learn faster when it comes to technology compared to most adults? Do children have bigger dreams compared to most adults? Do children live in the moment more than most adults?
Yes.
Do children, if you put them in with other kids, they just go and start playing without judging and all that stuff?
Absolutely.
Who taught them that? No one.
No one.
So all of these natural things are meant to be with us for our whole life. So why? What's happened? We've been programmed in these negative ways. So all those natural things that we had, because energy has no age. Now for someone like my mum, when I learned this stuff, my mum was dying at 65 years old. And they said, she was going blind, she was obese, diabetes, couldn't walk from one side of the room to the other without being in hardcore pain. Listen to this. She's 81 years old now.
Wow.
I got her in our environment. I took her skydiving 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
It's off the chart, this stuff. It works for everyone. If you want a better quality of life, because you could be a billionaire. Like when people come to me, they've either cracked the fame game, they've cracked the money game, they've cracked something, so they're super successful, but they're not happy. Or they're suffering when it comes to their energy or their body or their mind. They're suffering in some way.